Inspiration is not what it is, it's what I was born with. My family immigrated to Canada in the early 60s, and one of my older brothers started to work in a paint store, and several years after he became an owner. And as I was a little kid growing up, I had to spend my Saturdays and summers hanging around the paint store, and then eventually I became the kid that was working in the paint store every summer until I was a teenager. And then eventually it stuck with me, and my whole life has been hanging around paint stores until I decided to open one on my own.
If I were to describe Claudio in 3 words, they would be gregarious, a perfectionist, and obsessed. And I mean that only in the best way, that he's obsessed with his store, with the quality of service in his store, with his customer service levels, with his product knowledge, and passing that product knowledge on to not only his staff, but to each of his customers that come into the store. Obsessed with the look of the store, striving for this perfection, but he always does this in a very friendly and gregarious way. So he's a one-of-a-kind man, and he's a real gem in this industry.
Probably 3 or 4 years after I started my business, and I ran the business the way I wanted to run my business, and with the specialty things that I was doing, I really felt, and I had a goal that I did want this to happen. I said, I wanted to get better and better, so I kept growing, and I kept moving to different locations. Every several years, we'd be busting at the seams, and I had to do this. And the last move before I moved here, one of my dreams was I wanted to build the biggest paint store in Canada, and I did, and I reached the goal quickly, and we became the biggest within 3 years after we moved to this location.
If I were to describe Claudio in 3 words, it would be knowledgeable, expertise, as well as customer service. He's on the floor throughout the entire day, meeting all his customers' needs. Knowledgeable, he's very knowledgeable about the product. You can ask him any question, and he is able to help you with that.
My customer is my friend. Once I teach my staff that the customer is your friend, you can't go wrong. Treat the customer like he's your family, like your friend, and customer service does it. That's the key. That's all I can say. You take care of the customer, then people are going to keep coming back. That's what we do.
If I had to describe Claudio in 3 words, visionary, meticulous, and amazing personality, which is more than 1 word, but
In this business, where you buy paint is you buy paint either from a small independent paint store or you buy it from the big box. Obviously the big box is taking off. They're mushrooming up everywhere around us, but we've managed to grow with these big boxes around us because big box stores are basically part-time employees. When you have part-time employees, you've got really no knowledge. This store is full of knowledge. 25 people that work in this store that are specifically professional paint guys. So when you walk in here, you're not talking to a part-time employee, you're talking to a specialist. That's what keeps us going. The big box guys send us customers every day. They can't do certain things that we do, so they automatically direct the customer to us, and we service them. So that's what makes us unique.
If I were to describe Claudio in 3 words, it would be service, service, and service. The most important thing to him are his clients, and no one is to wait. They come in here, he likes to see them served, he likes to see them leave happy, and that's our mandate at Steele's Paint.